Welcome back. This is another Star Trek product review, and this time it's something special. It's Star Trek The Next Generation, the complete TV movies. It's a box set which was released, I think, only in the UK and Germany. But it has a huge problem. After 10 years, it looks like this. No, I didn't have any fire in my home. I didn't put it into a dumpster just for fun. I was having it together with all of my other DVDs, which are perfectly fine. But now it's melting. It's literally melting. The rubbery black thing. I am actually afraid to even touch it. But before I rant about it, these are the episodes. So what this is, they took all the two-part episodes from Star Trek The Next Generation and joined them into 90 minutes movies, let's call them movies. And these are all of them. This is the UK version, so the main language is English. So, as you can see, it's very dirty, because absolutely, and I mean absolutely everything it touches gets glued on it, and I just cannot get it off it. And that's why I can't clean it. This is the front of the box. You can see all the parts which basically are melting. If I touch it with my finger, you can see the fingerprints. It's basically like it's covered in honey or something similar. It's very sticky. Everything it touches gets okay. I'm seriously afraid to touch it with my fingers because it's really disgusting. I'm not sure if I have some strange copy. Okay, you can see there is some more junk on it right now after it fell on the ground. Fantastic. I'm not sure if this is just my copy or if all the copies have the same problem and they start to melt after 10 years in normal flat temperatures. But let's get to the nice thing. It has a booklet. Finally something that has a booklet. The good old times when Paramount actually cared about the customers and wanted to give them something special. I miss the times. Really, it's just cheap color paper, but it adds a lot to the final product. CBS, if you watch this video, start doing booklets again. Okay, this one, Encounter at Farpoint, which is the pilot episode, The Best of Both Worlds, which is a very strange edit because it actually removes one short scene. Disc 2 has a Redemption, which is the Klingon episode, the Klingon Civil War. Then we have Unification, which is the two-part story which features the one and only everybody's favorite Vulcan, Mr. Spock. Disc 3 has Time's Arrow, which was, I think, between seasons 6 and 7, where Data travels back to 19th century. And then we have, of course, Chain of Command, which is one of the best episodes of The Next Generation, at least in my opinion. That's the one where Picard gets tortured by Cardassians. Disc 4, Birthright. Another Klingon episode. And it actually takes place partially on Deep Space Nine. And there is Descent, I think it's pronounced, which is again another Borg episode, or actually originally 2 episodes. Now, some pictures from the episodes, some completely random pictures. Disc 5 has the last 2 movies, and that's Gambit from season 7, the pirate story, and All Good Things, which is the final story of Star Trek The Next Generation. Again, one of my favorites. But this thing has 6 discs, so disc 6 is a bonus disc, and there is the pilot to Star Trek Deep Space Nine called Emissary, and there is also a TV show from 1994 called Journey's End, the saga of Star Trek The Next Generation, which I think this was maybe the first time they released it. It's also on Blu-ray now, on the Blu-ray box set. And there are also trailers. Now we have a wonderful picture of the Borg Cube and the Enterprise. I think this is from First Contact. I hope I'm correct. And an article about the Borg. Well, article, that's not definitely a correct word, article, because it's just a couple of sentences. But I'm glad I'm correct, this is from First Contact. And here are some Borg drones. I think this was the final version of Borg from Star Trek First Contact and later Star Trek Voyager. The Next Generation on DVD, yeah, it's from 2003, so of course they promoted the then new DVDs. And also Deep Space Nine on DVD. Come on, CBS, it's just a simple color paper and I absolutely love it. It's a pity that basically every studio stopped doing booklets and similar stuff. 2003 by Paramount Pictures, that was before Star Trek got to be the property of CBS. And now look at the discs. One of my many complaints on the recent Blu-rays was that those are just basic blue discs. In the good old times when Paramount cared, you see they released DVDs with some really nice disc art. Again, it's just a simple picture of the Enterprise in some nebula or whatever it is supposed to be. So very simple, very cheap, but again it just looks so much better than blank blue or gray or white discs. Full frame, from the time when full frame meant 4 to 3. So those were the 6 discs. And now back to the nice looking but very unfortunate packaging. I really like this box, but I have it maybe like 10 years, and after it fell down a couple of times you see all the junk which is now sticking on it. I'm actually really afraid to even touch it with my fingers because I don't know what material it is, and I just hope it's not infectious or something. Fantastic. More junk. Oh great. Will I get it down? No, I can't get it off. Fantastic. So, okay, I completely destroyed it, I think. It's really a shame the box started to melt in normal temperature room. Anyway, if you like this, my little product reviews, I'm doing them every week, so feel free to check any of the previous videos and come back later next week. So see you later, bye, and thanks for watching.